Um, Very warm welcome again, especially our keynote speaker, Shailendra Kumar, a big supporter of AIoT community. Sir, we are definitely missing the face-to-face meeting with you. Normally, in the keynotes, used to have a lot of selfies, all the stuff, but definitely we are missing, and definitely we'll be back next year, Sangam 22, and we want to be a keynote speaker. So I'm sure most of you know about Shailendra Kumar. He's a senior vice president and regional managing director for Oracle India, and a committed leader with more than 30 years of executive experience building successful teams and running successful businesses. As a regional managing director, Shailendra serves a leader, mentor, partner to Oracle's vast community, more than 50,000 employees, customers, and partners in India. Shailendra's responsibility encompasses driving Oracle's leadership in its core businesses like cloud, delivering on company's commitment towards customer and partner success, and building and leading the teams of dedicated professionals to serve India ecosystem. Under Shailendra's leadership, Oracle has consistently witnessed year-on-year growth and has been best performing region for consecutive years. Previously, Shailendra was a group vice president for key accounts and led business to become one of the Oracle's India's most successful programs that continues to date. Before this, he served country leader for Oracle middleware business, joining Oracle after its acquisition BEA system. Prior to Oracle, Shailendra has held a leadership position at Quest Software, Microsoft India, IBM India. Shailendra holds a postgraduate degree in business management from Institute of Management Technology and has received his engineering degree from Institute of Engineering. So with that, very warm welcome. Uh, Sanjay, please go ahead and share your screen. Thank you.
Thanks, Sai. Thanks. And certainly, as you rightly said, I have been also missing meeting the team face to face. Hopefully, we should be in a much better atmosphere next year and look forward to meeting everyone. So with that, hello everyone and a very warm welcome. I hope you, your families, your teams are safe and well. During my discussion, I want to talk about how did we see organizations changing in pandemic? How did they start embracing digital technologies? How did they transform themselves? How did they innovate various processes within the organization? And how we are making it very simple now for our customers to start embracing cloud technologies, not only with the kind of services we offer, but also some of the policies that have made them absolutely conducive for our customers and partners to start implementing it internally. But if I see the year gone by, or maybe say year and a half, we all witnessed the tremendous impact of technology. It has helped keep our everyday lives running smooth and almost uninterrupted. We firsthand witnessed companies moving out from the reactive state in 2020 and willing to innovate and disrupt themselves to go all in all digital in order to rebound and look for growth. I will also share how we are witnessing acceleration of digital transformation to respond to the new normal, and how data lies at the core of all new business models, and why we believe a digital transformation is not possible without access to and productive use of all data. I'll also share some examples to explain how every technology innovation, every new business model is about using data in new ways. If I go to the next slide, just to put this in context, what I mean by saying pandemic has accelerated the pace of change greater than ever before. We are all witnessing massive transformation of IT systems and policies for most companies. Whatever their stage of transformation, there is a sense of urgency to invest in technologies that can help them fulfill these goals. The last 1 year and a half has produced more digital transformation than the last decade. With every transformation, with every transformation effort already underway, finding itself accelerated and at a scale. As per the recent BCG study, CEOs have taken COVID-19 as an opportunity to question the impact of their innovation agenda, and in some cases to rethink it from grounds up. Almost half of the companies see business model innovation as a top 2 or 3 priority going forward. Digital transformation of the core business is now a top priority for 75% of CEOs, and 65% of the firms are doubling down on their plans for transformation with renewed urgency. Shifting customer behaviors and volatile markets may have created an anxious economic environment, but transformation through investment in technology has also created many new opportunities. Over the next 1 year, we will see business transition from survival mode to growth mode. And to support this move and keep up with the demand, enterprises will need to become digitally very strong. We at Oracle are supporting our customers in every possible way to respond, recover, and rebuild their businesses and become future ready. That means helping our customers gain the confidence to embrace change and evolve new capabilities to stay ahead of the challenges and opportunities these changes brings. It's also happening over more areas of the internal businesses and the external marketplace. Expectations are rising. Just as organizations are finding change hardest to deal with, customer, shareholders, workers all require action. This is also creating a need for greater risk management with operational gaps and increased exposure more likely as enterprises scramble to firefight these changes. Sanjay, next slide, yeah. The prime example of how to self-disrupt and drive new digital business model is Oracle. And that's what we have been doing, and that's the reason we are considered as a bellwether as far as technology is concerned, the kind of innovation which we are doing. And again, in various sessions, you would have seen the kind of innovation we have been bringing to the market. We have reimagined our business with a unique transformation framework that enables exceptional customer and employee experiences and operational excellence. To become a services-oriented company, Oracle mapped each element of the customer and employee journey from the company and reimagined the end-to-end experience is delivered all across. At all steps, the focus was on 4 simple but powerful goals. First one, streamline, remove and simplify steps across the experience. Then empower, enable users to complete the experience autonomously. Delight, design a positive experience that users love. And then automate end-to-end experience with Oracle Cloud. By focusing on these principles, we took a systematic approach to define what needs to be done differently. The approach is reinforced by a process of soliciting regular feedback from critical stakeholders, experts, and practitioners across lines of businesses that ensured everyone is aligned to the same goal. The approach to change is further supplemented by a process for frequently reviewing progress, openly discussing challenges and roadblocks, driving effective decision-making, and ensuring teams are equipped and empowered to efficiently and effectively collaborate ideas and execute on the roadmap. Now, slide 4 talks about the really important things that must happen to keep economies running. You talk about discovering new pharmaceuticals, processing insurance claims, simulating crash performance. And actually, these are the things what we already see in the market. Now, keeping total customers safe, exchanging currency, electric grid is reliable, improved diagnosis and resolution of illness, and some of the other use cases what you see here. On the other hand, imagine a day without Oracle and its impact on global economy. You talk about no bank transaction, no stock market trading, no air ticket sales, no cellular phones, no critical government operations, whether you talk about revenue services, income tax, customs, postal, etc., etc. Many of these things for which you must always trust that they perform reliably and stay secure, are running on Oracle technologies, and in some cases for decades now. We have been helping our customers solve hard problems like these for more than 44 years. Next slide, very interesting slide, and look at the timeline of Oracle Corporation through technological innovation and progress over the years. And you'll have a good idea how we have been moving, but self-sufficient slide talks about each and everything, what we have been doing in the market. And as part of Oracle User Group, you certainly would have seen this and heard from our speakers, how we have evolved as an organization. Slide 6 are about our mission. Our mission is to help people see data in new ways, discover insights, unlock endless possibilities. Oracle has rich heritage of over 4 decades in data management and databases, and many of you will agree with me that more than half of planet's data resides in Oracle database. We use open design to embed data-driven innovation across our customers' businesses in weeks and not months. And you would have, as part of your day-to-day jobs, your discussions with your teams, your customer partners, would have realized that this is exactly the cases. And of course, being the world's fastest, most scalable and reliable enterprise data technology, we have still many opportunities that we need to cover. This slide talks about customers turn to Oracle because we are committed to their success. We have rebuilt our entire business for the cloud. We have made significant changes to our own business to become cloud first and to make our customers successful as they move to the cloud and beyond. We have built modern SaaS applications of all major business applications, what we had. This goes beyond the applications we have built grounds up. It also applies to the applications we have acquired as we rounded our application suite. When Oracle acquires a new product, we rebuild it to make it work with our existing suite so that our customers and our partners and our developers like yourselves, they get the benefit of integration. We have built a brand new cloud infrastructure platform with more than 70 cloud services. So it provides unique value running new cloud native applications and our customers' most important enterprise applications. As the only vendor with both a complete suite of integrated cloud applications and a next generation cloud infrastructure platform, we are in a unique position to deeply understand the challenges that enterprises face in moving or migrating to cloud. We have gone to extra lengths to align our interests with our customers. We understand, and it's very clear that we succeed only when our customers succeed. As part of this, we are the only cloud provider to offer financially backed end-to-end SLAs, aligning our incentives to your success. And as I go forward, I'll also talk about what are the other benefits, as I said in the beginning, what are the other benefits we have been extending to our customers so that they can start embracing it in a much simple, smoother, and easier way. Now, slide 8 talks about, which I mentioned earlier, Oracle has a unique strategy for making our customers successful in the cloud. We are the only technology vendor that offers both an integrated suite of enterprise cloud applications and the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Platform designed for what's next. We have unique capabilities at both the application layer and the infrastructure layer of the cloud. As a result, our products allow businesses to implement process changes faster and build and extend applications better. The complete cloud suite of applications brings consistent processes and a single source of truth to the business so that every part works well together. Consider what happens if there are different versions, different companies, and every 90 days you have change in the version and they're not talking to each other. Suddenly you will see a lot more integration to do, and it can complicate and can be very, very expensive and of course error prone. OCI gives everything that is needed to build new applications and extending existing ones. It also helps applications run more economically with the performance, resiliency, and security that enterprises need. And then businesses can bring enterprise applications to the cloud without refactoring or rewriting. Slide 9 talks about the most extensive solutions meeting the complex operational, regulatory, and customer challenges of every industry. You talk about the banking environment, whether when HDFC is using our core banking, or in Bangalore, the Bangalore Electricity Department, Bestcom using our utility applications, or a department using our health or tax, or talk about Airtel, Vodafone using our telecom applications from provisioning to billing. That's what we have been providing. Now, talking about number of customers, Oracle having 4,000 customers, and these customers, they trust on our technologies, on our business, on our products. We value our customers' trust, and we want to continue to earn it every day. Our history is more important now than it has ever been, since technology has become so important to business operations. Having the right technology foundation under business makes a difference in being able to adapt and change fast, and in being resilient when the world changes. Our customers look to us and help them prepare for what's ahead. Now, let me talk about intelligent business applications. Organizations can run their entire business in the cloud with Oracle Business Applications. They can seamlessly build modern experiences to be more informed, productive, and engaged. And if you see on this slide, this spans every application category, including ERP, supply chain, human capital management, and customer experience. This app suite provides key industry solutions for businesses to keep preference, empowerment, and personalization all across. Artificial intelligence and other emerging technologies are embedded into the apps. This enables our customers to improve business performance, drive operational efficiency, turn insight into action, and focus on strategic outcomes. Before I go to the next slide, maybe Sanjay, can we run the video, the first video? Thank you, Sanjay. Thanks a ton. In India, this is a very, very good example and something which we saw how Bosch and Lomb got benefited by using our technology. In India, only 6% of people who require vision correction use contact lenses. Leading contact lens provider Bosch and Lomb wanted to expand its market share through consumer trial of lenses. And this is a specific India example. The journey from free trial to purchase involved many steps, and this complexity prevented Bosch and Lomb from scaling up effectively. The company needed to guide customers from a free lens trial to purchase, renewal, and beyond by addressing customer concerns and pivoting according to changing customer needs. By using CX, our customer experience solution, Bosch and Lomb India got a unified view into customer behaviors, how customers engage with their company across various platforms and predict customer intent. With Oracle's CX capability to capture customer behavior and actions, the company has increased engagement, achieved higher conversion rates, and reduced acquisitions cost by 80%. The next example is even more interesting. One of the challenges that was faced by Kotak Mahindra Bank and as the rest of the world also was adapting its business during pandemic when most employees were working from home. Using Oracle Fusion Human Capital Management, the bank automated its recruitment process, significantly reducing manual intervention. Oracle Workforce Health and Safety provided to be helpful in keeping branch workers all over the country safe. Establishing paperless communication was another plus that Oracle Cloud HCM was able to bring. In a 50,000 plus employee organization, this shift made a positive impact on the environment and led to substantial savings for the bank. By enabling digital signatures, online communications, and paperless workflows, the bank estimates a cost saving of about rupees 15 lakhs per year by drastically cutting printing and courier costs. Due to the self-service modules, the efficiency and productivity of the organization has increased while the user experience has improved. Very thankful to Oracle Recruiting, the bank anticipates it will be able to streamline its recruitment of its efforts as it welcomes new staff to the field. With the next slide, let me switch gear and talk about Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Before I do that, let me share one of our customers, Red Bull Racing Honda, the 4-time Formula One World Champion team. Red Bull Racing Honda selected Oracle as its official cloud infrastructure partner. Their team principal, Christian Horner, called data the team's lifeblood as they churn out terabytes of data over the course of a race weekend. Every element of performance, how the team runs a race, how it develops a car, how it analyzes drivers, how it selects drivers, is all driven by data. Leveraging the machine learning and data analytics capabilities of Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, Red Bull Racing Honda can optimize and elevate the way data is used across its business to improve car performance and on-track activities, as well as offer new experiences and insightful race information to its global fan base. The OCI-powered capabilities will help the team sharpen their already formidable competitive edge. Customers like Red Bull Racing Honda are choosing OCI as one of their standard cloud infrastructure platforms because it is far easier to migrate critical enterprise applications to OCI and run them better than on-premise. We have made a massive number of investments at the infrastructure, networking, and compute layer to make it easy for the customers to move their most complex workloads onto our platform. OCI also offers all of the services that our developers need to build and run cloud-native applications. And you will also see as I go further, I'll talk about some of further examples of what we have done. You heard about Bosch and Lomb, you saw about Kotak Bank. You will also see some of the examples which we have implemented in the last couple of years and how within pandemic, the organizations have reinvented themselves. OCI also simplifies management and security with autonomous services such as Oracle Autonomous Database. Autonomous Database is a revolution in the database market, the likes of which hasn't seen for the last 20 to 30 years. Further, OCI offers the most complete support for hybrid cloud strategies, including VMware environments, and even bringing the cloud to a customer's data center or to the edge. Our customers can use OCI solutions in the public cloud, in their data center, or in a colo facility, or anywhere in between. This opens up the benefit of the cloud to many more companies and businesses and solves many, many more business problems. It also offers technology to simplify integration and data movement across multi-cloud organizations. It also has built-in security. We have a fundamentally different approach to security. We believe that security should always be on, that it shouldn't be prohibitively expensive, and the reason that customer systems are breached is not because they don't have enough security tools, but the overall security becomes too complex. In addition, OCI offers the best performance at significantly lower costs. We have simplified our pricing, which I said at the beginning, and developed pricing models that result in lower, more transparent pricing for most enterprise class deployments. OCI offers lower prices than AWS in virtually every service, and it offers better cost of ownership than on-premise hardware refresh. I will give you a complete comparison as we go forward, our pricing vis-a-vis AWS. And in fact, that's the reason many customers come to us and say that this is what we are spending today. How can you help us in terms of cutting down on in our prices, our investment, but at the same time provide something which is much more scalable. And many, many examples now. Our overall approach to cloud computing is based on the idea that the cloud should be engineered to support every app, rather than re-engineering your applications to work on the cloud. To do this, we had to build a different cloud, which gives 3x to 4x performance improvement, unmatched security, or what we call the zero trust architecture. And again, there are a few sessions on this subject. High availability at each level of application and zero effort on refactoring. We launched our first data center in India in October 2019. And here is the scorecard. Demand from all our customers went up. They said, we want the second region. We set up the second data center in Hyderabad in May last year, May 2020. Then we got both the data centers empaneled. Both of the centers are empaneled at MeitY today. And then, of course, service parity as far as other data centers are concerned. All this fueled to growth of regional demand. We have onboarded multiple hundreds of thousands of customers on various industry verticals. And you may have heard about the recent announcement we did with Airtel, where we are doing the expansion. Just think about the number of customers who are onboarding today, that over a period of 1 year, 1.5 years, we had to expand. And now the capacity is 2 times of what was initially established. We see a real momentum in the market. Now, let me go to slide 19. Our approach enables new hybrid models, including dedicated regions, edge computing, data transfer, and high-performance database applications, all cloud-controlled, but secure and performant. Just a question to the audience here. I talked about Red Bull and how Red Bull has been using Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. I would love to hear from you if you have seen Oracle Cloud Infrastructure in any other tournament. We have been participating in a lot of tournaments now, and these are the tournaments which are very data intensive. So it will be good to hear from you if you can put in the chat any other place where you have seen Oracle Cloud Infrastructure being used, or it says powered by Oracle Cloud. Continuing, we have 30 public regions and growing. Our plan is to have 44 by end of next year, ahead of any other hyperscaler. Our architecture allows us to automate the process of building new regions, and we will continue to do so, allowing globally consistent scale and services and regional disaster recovery capabilities. We have increased resiliency at the individual node level to support more resilient, smaller deployments, and simpler availability for enterprise applications. We could reach scale in such a smaller time and such smaller footprint. This allows us to offer an industry first, a dedicated cloud region installed and operated in a customer data center to satisfy requirements for data sovereignty and low latency. A dedicated region has the full power of our public cloud regions and is installed, operated, and upgraded by Oracle Cloud, just as we do in our public regions. We also offer our high-performance Exadata and autonomous database solutions on customer premises and delivered as a service, where again, we install and manage the infrastructure and services just as we do within our public regions. Our roving edge infrastructure enables high performance, low latency data processing outside the data center, even in disconnected and harsh environments, through a ruggedized appliance that extends and integrates with Oracle Cloud infrastructure. We have automated the process of building and deploying complete native support for VMware in the cloud with full fidelity to on-premise environments. And we have also enabled blazing fast hybrid cloud and multi-cloud architectures with our Microsoft Azure Interconnect and Oracle Fast Connect services. Now, coming to this slide, very, very interesting slide. And this talks about what I have been saying, that we provide better performance at lower cost. OCI offers superior performance at lower cost than AWS. Performance overall can be up to 5x better than AWS, with OCI showing noticeable improvements across compute, memory, block storage, and many other foundational services. Total cost of ownership on OCI is also significantly lower than AWS and on-premise for Oracle applications, custom applications, and high-performance computing. End-to-end cloud infrastructure SLAs, just again, you can have a look at the slide and compare. Enterprise workloads require consistent performance and the ability to manage, monitor, and modify resources running in the cloud at any time. Oracle has set a new standard for SLAs in the cloud. While other cloud offers just availability, your resources will have SLA when they are launched. Whereas we are the only cloud that offers manageability and performance to ensure our customers can manage and scale their toughest workloads at ease. Oracle Cloud Infrastructure is built for enterprises looking for higher performance, consistently lower cost, and easier cloud migration for their existing on-premise applications. It is less expensive than AWS for a wide range of popular workloads. In the area of networking, charges for outbound bandwidth are 74% lesser expensive compared to AWS. For compute, Oracle delivers over 3 times better price performance over AWS for general purpose and memory optimized instances. Very interesting on HPC workloads, AWS provides similar performance to Oracle, but is 44% more expensive and provides no local SSDs, half the RAM, no RDBMS networking, no performance SLAs. For block storage, OCI offers as much as 20x the IOPS performance of AWS for less than half the cost. Let me again turn to a video and show you what our customers have been saying overall. Yes, Sanjay. Sanjay, can we roll the video?
Yes, just 1 second.
Sigma Electric is a leading manufacturer of electrical fittings and other precision engineered components. We are headquartered in US and have 11 world-class manufacturing facilities in India and Mexico, and also some other parts of Americas. We make products for customers in construction, power transmission, and other industries. We wanted to ensure 100% uptime for our ERP and supply chain management systems. Our previous implementation was on a rack space and was prone to operational glitches, and we turned now OCI for hosting our JD Edwards ERP and the Service Optimizer supply chain system. Oracle worked with Sigma around the cloud to move our application in just 6 weeks. We were live ahead of schedule in spite of the COVID-19 lockdown. In addition, we estimate a cost savings up to 30% on our IT infrastructure cost, and we expect to have the performance improvement by about 25%. Our team now is able to focus on much value-added activities, such as optimizing our supply chain and manufacturing process. We expect the newly launched support reward program to further reduce our spending on Oracle technologies. We also look forward to continuing our journey with Oracle's reliable infrastructure and exceptional customer support.
Thanks, Sanjay. Before I go ahead, just want to take a few questions which I see here. What about plans to interconnect Azure in India? Yes. So we have already completed in the United States. It's already underway in Europe, EMEA, the whole of Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And I expect by mid of next year, we should be done in Asia as well, including India. Then what is our strategy for enterprises that want to embrace multi-cloud? Absolutely, we agree that multi-cloud is the way to go. And we are very much in discussions. And in fact, some of the examples I'm going to talk about, these are all examples of multi-cloud, where we have enterprise using some of the application, they're using AWS or Azure, and there are many other applications which they are going with us. How do you see the Oracle Cloud market? What differences, what differentiates? And some of the difference I just spoke about in terms of our pricing, our performance, or maybe I can take this question later, because what I'm going to talk now is how we have been supporting our customers. And that will answer a lot of questions which have been put in the chat. So we are seeing an absolute great momentum as far as the country is concerned. And we are really proud to support many customers in their digital innovation journey. And what are the kind of workloads? The workloads we are doing is, of course, many customers have been coming to us talking about their database consolidation, database modernization. That is on one side. Second is they want to put their applications. You heard about JD Edwards. We have many cases. We have moved ERPs or applications like Siebel, PeopleSoft onto OCI. Many examples. We have been working with ISVs, and these ISVs again say that we have to please work with us and make it cloud ready. Please help us to modernize and then put it on the cloud. Then, of course, there are many customers who have been just their focus is only on open source. How do we help them start migrating onto Oracle Cloud? And then digital natives. So a range of customers we have been working with, and some of the examples you see here, but there are many underway. One of the biggest implementation is we are doing at National Stock Exchange. And again, it's an environment where they decided to go with someone else, but then finally shortlisted us. And for the last 2 years, the kind of migrations we have done, taking their database onto cloud with the Exa Cloud service, having the VMware environment, and then the whole things in terms of putting all their other applications to cloud. So just starting. Let me also talk about ICICI. In fact, they chose OCI on 2 fronts. And like Red Bull, they have lots of data from the branches to analyze on profitability, expenditure, etc. They have chosen Oracle Autonomous Data Warehouse along with analytics. Today, the solution catered to 6,000 plus branches. And I'm really glad to see some of you responded. The question I asked, which is the other gaming, with the big competition happening globally? Of course, this is in the English Premier League. Continuing with ICICI, they chose OCI to run one of the hyperscale workload, UPI. We have already done a benchmark along with ISV and showcased 3x TPS compared to what they are doing today. The kind of momentum I see in the market, Access is another big example where they are consolidating all their core load on Oracle Exa Cloud machines. Because they didn't want their data to go out, they have picked up with the Exa Cloud and Exa Cloud installed within their data centers and migrating. Tata Motors, they chose OCI to migrate their deal management system to OCI. And the system caters to 12,000 plus dealers, sales, support, and distribution of spare parts. Impartus, one of the startups, migrated their workload from competition for two reasons. And you can make out which competition I'm talking about. 40% reduction on cost, 2x performance, and they could accommodate 5 lakh students in the virtual classroom. Let me also give you another example. Hindu Group, 150-year-old publishing company, chose Oracle to host the digital platform on OCI. Consolidation is the main factor, as they run some in competition, that is AWS, and some with local players. But key reasons included performance, predictable pricing, migration support from lift services, and they have migrated more than what they had planned. These are some of the examples, and I can give many, what we are doing with Star Health, what we are doing with Manappuram, what we are doing with IFCO, what we are doing with Indian Oil. The list of example goes on and on and on. Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Finserv, they run their core application on Oracle, and this is what is the lifeline of Bajaj Finance. Again, running on Exa Cloud. Because as I said in one of the slides earlier, we are the only one giving the complete flexibility. You want to run cloud services in our data center, you want to run our cloud services in your data center, or somewhere in between. Everything is possible. Now, slide 23 talks about the economic impact of COVID-19 has significantly changed. Almost overnight, businesses have been forced to rethink their IT strategies to better meet their operational and customer needs. Organizations have accelerated their enterprise cloud journey, far faring better. In fact, some clients have begun cloudifying their entire IT landscape. In one such case, help to address a surge in demand on their customer servicing channel. Such decisions involve moving from trusted devices to securely connecting from any device, moving from an employee-only model to the extended enterprise or crowdsourcing, and migrating from a monolithic infrastructure to next-gen IT tools. These clients have the freedom to explore such transformational steps because their ability to accelerate to cloud. We have invested in people with dedicated cloud sales and cloud engineering, in technology and processes to help customers to accelerate their cloud journey. If I go to the next slide, in F1, experienced driver maneuvers the corner and use it for its advantage to take over competition. Likewise, we built 3 corners for our customers to fast-track digital adoption and maneuver over their competition. And that's the reason I said some of the questions I saw, they were very much referred to how we have been helping our customers to embrace our cloud and the kind of why we have been seeing the kind of momentum. Let me start with our first offer. And this again, this came at the start of pandemic itself, offer of universal credits. Simply put, it's a prepaid SIM card with all the services that are ready to consume, be it data, SMS, voice, international roaming, etc., and billed based on the service you consume. As you consume any of the service, the charge is applied based on the rate card, which will be shared during signing the contract. These can be applied to any cloud service, including the third-party marketplace services, and they are just not infrastructure like some of the other cloud providers. The second option, and this is what our customers like, bring your own license. Oracle BYOL allows our customers to apply licenses that they are currently owning for on-premise software or for equivalent cloud services. Third is overage, and that again is a big differentiator. Be it a telco or other CSP, charges higher than the rate card as the consumption is higher. In Oracle, we have made it same. Customers need not worry about the higher charges on overage. Instead, they save dollars in OCI. This is a slide on OCI free training and certification. And if you have not availed the benefit as of now, I strongly urge you, strongly recommend your teams get it done. This is free certification, free training, certification, including exams until December 31st. Anyone who is interested in building expertise on Oracle Cloud, this is free. Please take the best. Please avail this opportunity and ensure that you get strength and you build up the expertise on OCI. You will strengthen your workforce and your business with Oracle certified employees on your team who can guide in terms of Oracle Cloud transformation. And I hope you will share this valuable opportunity with all your teams to support their expertise, their professional development. Now, we know that enterprises need to stop managing data and start using it more effectively, and which is why we have delivered the autonomous cloud and autonomous data capabilities, supporting not just database, but the entire enterprise structure to be self-running, enabling people to truly have every aspect of their critical information at their fingertips, and enabling the whole organization to speed up and improve every aspect of operations and enable people to do more. What makes it so innovative are these core attributes. It's self-driving, which means it automatically provisions, secures, monitors, and tunes. It's also self-securing, automatically applying security patches with no downtime. And finally, it's self-repairing, maximizing uptime and productivity with 4 nines and a 5 availability, which is less than 2.5 minutes of both planned as well as unplanned downtime a month. The ability to run all the critical enterprise database loads, from analytical to transactional loads, as well as support for machine learning, graph, IoT, JSON, and more, sets the Oracle Converged database apart in the market for databases. Would you rather have 9 specialized databases, each with its own separate security profile and management learning curve, or a single database that operates with all type of databases autonomously? Going to the next one, Oracle offers a complete AI platform for accessing and managing data, building and deploying machine learning models, and consuming AI services to address business challenges. Data scientists can build machine learning models and developers can deliver AI-powered applications for increased competitive differentiations, automating operations, and of course, the most important part, improving customer experience. With the services in this platform, we can easily add industrial strength AI to the applications and business processes, build, train, deploy, and manage purpose-built machine learning models, build and execute machine learning models directly in Oracle database, and take advantage of the enterprise strength of Oracle Data Management and Cloud to access all use of data. MySQL database service, the tasks automated by MySQL DS across the entire stack. Everything you typically need to manually take care of in an on-premise environment in terms of hardware, storage, OS, and MySQL is fully automated. MySQL database service provides high availability for business critical applications that require maximum uptime. MySQL database service is the only MySQL cloud service to use MySQL group replication, a native HA solution for MySQL developed by our engineering team to deliver high availability with zero data loss. Let me also turn it to Sanjay to run another video and just show you what our customers are talking about.
Innovations to me is about making our life better, making the life of our customers better, making the life of the people around us better, and it's for a better future. So we work with one of the giant aircraft manufacturers who earlier used to kind of manufacture aircraft and sell them. Now we have transformed their business from selling the finished good to air miles sold. They are collecting data during the takeoff, during the flight, during the landing. It's terabytes of data, and we are kind of processing that in a big data platform, doing analytics on top of it, using many of the Oracle platform as well as our custom solution. And we are predicting when the engine needs some servicing. So we are kind of taking them to a journey where they are not just an end product seller, but an air mile servicer. We share the relationship with Oracle for a very, very long time. And we understand the technology stack, the transformations you are taking your customers to. We would like to kind of extend that to our customers as well, along with all the digital technologies into a very seamless process. Now we have the real-time understanding what's happening, right? And we can predict in months in advance. And that basically changes the complete business model of a company. Not only that, it makes the travel a lot safer for so many customers up there. They are transforming their business for their customers, and that's how we are transforming it for our customers.
Thanks, Sanjay. So let me again have a look at the questions. We on startups, yes, we have a very, very strong program. It's called Oracle for Startups. And I encourage you to have a look at oracle.com. You will get all the details. In case you don't get it, please send me an email at shalinder.kumar@oracle.com. I will connect you with the right person. The other question is, are we lagging behind? Though we came to the party late, but I don't think we are lagging anywhere behind now. The number of opportunities where we are working on is much higher and much ahead in terms of our competitors. Lot of customers, they say, yes, we will go to AWS, Aurora, Redshift, anything. But maybe you can have a discussion with them. Have the things worked for them, or have they come back? The kind of performance we have shown. RAC, for example, is RAC supported on, and RAC means that someone is using a very, very mission critical application. Is RAC supported on any other cloud? No, because they have not been able to make it work. When you talk about some of the examples I gave from banking, manufacturing, they have tasted, they have seen what AWS or Azure has done, and finally they decided to go with us. And how do we become, another question, how do we become a leader in IaaS space? And some of the examples and some of the comparisons I gave, whether you talk about performance, you talk about pricing, that is really helping us to garner a bigger share of the market. Jitendra's question, how Oracle is supporting small and medium enterprises in India and is supporting Make in. Yes, in fact, when our CEO Safra came to India and had a discussion with the Honorable Prime Minister, one of the things we decided at that time was we are going to make all our software in India. And that's been very successful. So we have, 40,000 people in India, major chunk, this is what they're doing. But on the other side, to serve our small and medium businesses, we have formed a team called Oracle Digital Prime. So as I said, any question you have, just drop me at my email address. I will either respond or connect you with the right person who can help to go. Sanjay, if you go to the next slide. And this again, I will answer some of the questions I just saw. Modern data platform, key 4 components. One's only autonomous database automates provisioning, configuring, securing, tuning, scaling, and patching with built-in tools for self-service data marts for analytical and machine learning use cases. Word's only MySQL cloud service for both transaction processing and analytics without the need for data movement. 1,100 times faster than AWS Aurora and 3 times faster than Redshift at 1/3 the cost. This was one of the questions that came in the chat. Easiest place to move data from everywhere to everywhere it needs to go. Data integration, Golden Gate, Kafka, compatible streaming. Simplest machine learning and data science. Machine learning inside the database, data science optimized for team collaboration, fully trained AI models that can be customized with the data sets. Slide 31 talks about MySQL database service with HeatWave. And this is available for anyone to try. $300 in credit for 30 days. As I said, you have any question, just drop me an email. I'll ensure that I connect you with the right person. Let me now give you another good example of Deutsche Bank. And in fact, some of what I'm going to talk about is getting implemented in India across various banks. So once it's fully implemented and we have permission from them, I would like to talk about how we implemented in some of these mission critical applications a regulatory environment. Deutsche Bank selected Oracle Exadata Cloud at Customer to consolidate key databases in its selected data centers companies, form innovation partnership to modernize their mission critical databases and enable new financial products and services. This agreement will see, and as I said, it's a very, very recent agreement that has been signed. We'll see Deutsche Bank upgrades its existing database systems and migrate the bulk of its estate to Oracle Cloud at Customer, an on-premise deployment option for the Oracle Exadata Cloud service to support applications that either will not move to the public cloud or very much confined within their data center. This will provide a dedicated platform to support and scale the bank's existing mission critical systems and services, including trading, payment processing, risk, and capital planning, along with regulatory reporting. Migrating its systems to Cloud at Customer will enable Deutsche Bank to consolidate existing critical applications on a single platform while complying with its data residency requirements and significantly reducing operational costs. Oracle services can run in Deutsche Bank's current data center as well as in future cloud co-location sites, minimizing latency while supporting the shift of applications to the cloud. It will enable Deutsche Bank to drive data integration across its businesses in order to streamline operations, provide unified oversight of core services processes and implementation, and easily develop and scale applications based on the customer demands. And when I gave you examples about ICICI Bank, Axis, and Bajaj Finserv, exactly these are the kind of things which have been happening. And we are helping them to basically define their landscape so that they can start using Oracle Cloud in a totally different way compared to the way they see other clouds. I hope you'll find you have been finding the overall sessions very, very interesting. And you will find them very, very valuable. And as we go forward, we'll have more opportunities to interact. But as I said, if you have any question, in fact, there are a couple of more. What is the topmost challenge of businesses which is going to move into OCI in your opinion? So there are a lot of customers who have been coming to us with their core loads now, and they want to do a complete test on security, absolutely, which is very important. They want to see how the performance is going to change or performance is going to get strengthened, which is very, very important. So it's basically a journey. And many organizations, what we have seen is people having the complete Oracle landscape. They would say, oh, let me start with a smaller workload. And in most of the environments, we have seen test and development on OCI to go with. Then they will have their tier 3, tier 4 applications that will start going. And then they start going towards. Now, IFCO is such a big example. They, after doing the initial testing, they are moving lock, stock, and barrel to OCI. The complete ERP is moving to OCI 80 plus applications. And if I talk about the application suite, the number of customers we have on Fusion SaaS, on Fusion HCM and CX, mind-boggling. So it's been really, really fantastic talking to you. Really appreciate your time. I know this is just an hour, but lots and lots of big cases, what the kind of innovation we have been doing, you're going to hear in many sessions. Thanks again for joining. Sai, back to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Like, you provided a lot of insights. I just want to play a 1-minute video.
That's wonderful. Thanks, Sai. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Thanks.
Yes, so so thank you so much. As you can see, a lot of achievements in his career. I think we need to, whenever you get a chance, right? I don't know, because we are all working from home, but don't leave Shailender. Learn from him, because normally we get an opportunity to meet him in the Sangam conference, but hopefully we'll be back. Thank you so much for spending every year coming back to us, and spending your valuable time with us. Thank you, Sanjay. And I just want to run a quick quiz. Hopefully you'll join also and enjoy this small quiz for 5 questions. Let's see how many people actually participate. And sentence of the day, clue number 2. I think you know the game, so please take that. And now it's time for a quiz. Okay, so go and log into menti.com at 8895 and 0032. So I'll be just launching that in 1 minute. Let me unshare my screen. Okay, now I'm sharing my screen one more time. Okay, please, hope you can see my screen. So please go to menti.com 8895 0032. I see 11 people joined, so please join as quickly as possible. I'll hold for 5 more seconds, not minutes. So it's basically, we'll be asked 5 questions. The important thing is you need to answer as quick as possible. And this particular app actually measures even in milliseconds, right? So make sure that you answer the right answer, and also the fastest one. And definitely you'll be like seeing in leaderboard. Okay, I'll be starting. You guys can join. So I'm going to the first question. Answer fast to get more points. Okay, so that's what Shailender was referring. It's Oracle for startups, right? It's important to know about that program. Please search for Oracle for startups in the Oracle website or Google, and you'll come to know a lot of details. Yeah. So let's see who's in the leaderboard. It's very important. I can see Jitendra is the fastest guy to respond. So thanks, Jitendra. Let's see 4 more questions. This is the easiest one, but let's see how many actually answer right. See, there are 17 people need to learn about this data centers. Please check. This is very important. Let's see who's in the leaderboard. So fastest is Mahesh. So, remember, anytime it changes, it all depends on how fast you answer. So let's go to the third question. Super. So this is also important because it's part of OCI is part of this particular group, and this will actually allow us to host all this government data customers into Oracle cloud infrastructure. Let's see who's in the leaderboard. Sorry, it's loading the results. Yeah, it's coming up. Shakti is the fastest, but Suraj have more points. This is 4 of 5. Yeah, it's very important. OCA Gen 2 is actually autonomous as well as secure. It's a very unique, future from other cloud providers. So let's see who's in leaderboard. Still Suraj leading the, so Jitendra is following. So this is really a last question. Oh, sorry. Absolutely sorry. I didn't run the 5th question. Sorry for that. This is what happens. Your finger is on the keyboard. Super. And this is Oracle Cloud Lift Services. This is one of the unique offering from Oracle. And if you want to move your cloud workloads or customer workloads, Oracle can basically help you to do all the stuff, right? Let's see now the winner. Jitendra, congratulations for winning this. So let me go back to my slide very quickly. So what's coming up? So next one is a technical session from Karan Dodwal. So please join, take a 20 minutes break and come back again. So thank you so much, Shailendra, as well as Sanjay, helping and spending time with us. Thank you so much. With that, we are closing current session.